So, Congressman, are you running for governor?
You do that so well.
Thanks.
You know, I want to clarify something. You know, because I don't want it to look like I'm being coy or I'm playing hard to get. And you know, when I was on Ray's show this morning, you know, he brought up like what 219 days till the election, and you know, there's definitely political anxiety, campaign anxiety, and there's a need for us to get things right locally, and at the governor's office and with the administration and with all the things and many more that we've talked about. If I declare anything, it's a trigger point. It's a trigger point in the Congress, because then I become a candidate for a different office. We already have 26 different members who are already running for another office. Once that happens, things turn out differently for the things that you're trying to push congressionally.
Okay.
And we still have things that we're pushing congressionally. And so as much as you know, of course, a campaign and an election, you know, you don't want to take any of that for granted. You don't want to take your voters for granted. I also have a duty to serve them to the best of my ability with the responsibility they already gave me. And so even though declaring something now would be advantageous to a certain extent politically and for campaign purposes, our election and our campaigns never come before what's in the best interest of the people of Guam. And so I really cannot make any declarations until I feel satisfied that the items that I still have in motion at this point are going to be set on a trajectory that such an announcement won't cause it to be derailed or delayed in a fashion that's going to harm the very people that I'm supposed to be serving in that capacity. So Adelup absolutely is something that needs attention. I fully believe that we have the capacity to be able to give it the attention that it needs. We have never shied away from committing ourselves to serving the people in ways that they need us to serve them. And if it means us making any kind of transition to take on that mantle of service for our people and for our island, we will. We will also do that responsibly, given the current duties that we have.
Do you believe change is needed in the administration?
You know, when this whole conversation about Adelup first started, remember what I said? I said, we're going to wait and see. We're going to wait and see how things unfold. And it just keeps layering up in a manner that makes that need for change so compelling. I mean, even just the press release on the employment figures yesterday, you know, and the things we talked about today, you know, I mean, granted, pay raises are wonderful, you know, but if you're setting people up to fail later on, you're doing them a disservice as well, you know. So you cannot just do things on the surface and expect that to be enough to get reelected. You need to follow through. We need meaningful improvement and things to not only be good for this one time because the election's coming up, but to actually be good, so that everybody can look forward to a sustainable, better future, not just something that's going to be a political gimmick. So, is change needed? I think that constantly just becomes more and more self-evident.
So yes, more and more, yes.